I genuinely feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? And this video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard. So I'm coming from the supermarket where I went to get foodstuffs, and everything has gone up again. It's just like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increment? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up? Is there going to be a particular time where things are going to go back? Guys, why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800. And I'm so overwhelmed because this is literally my first time doing this adulthood thing alone. This is my first time moving out of my family house. This is my first time living by myself. And not just that, after I left the supermarket and I got home, my security is bringing NEPA bill, and NEPA bill has gone up by 2 times. Like, it's insane. I can't keep up with these bills. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so exhausted. Every single money that I have been making, I'm using it to pay bills. I don't even get to live properly. You want to go out to a certain location with your friends and Uber is about 25,000. Like, even Uber, that we can't even take Uber. It is crazy. Like, why are things so expensive? And let's not even Lagos stinks. Lagos smells like shit. If you say, okay, I want to take a walk, I'm depressed, let me just take a walk, you can't even take a walk. Like, the place smells like crazy. Why does an entire state smell like this? And what is the government doing about the bad smell? Everything is just so overwhelming. You want to start up a business, and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan, you don't even know if you can actually repay it, because the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC copper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh, why is this expensive? For example, MTN, what the fuck is even going on? Literally, I spend over like 20,000 on data in a week, and I'm not even joking. 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? Like, what is happening? I'm tired of paying bills. I feel like I don't have anything. I feel like I don't have any achievement to call my own. Every single time that I work hard, I'm spending it back in the economy to pay bills, and I wasn't created to pay bills. I'm just really tired, and I just want our money to count for something. And when is the government going to actually start working? Because Nigerians are so classist. Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth, but we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. We are ending up being poor. So I need us as Nigerians to please start calling the government out. We should be tired of this by now. We need to call the government out. Prices need to start one place. Food needs to start one place. The economy needs to start one place. Like, we are tired. It's just too much. The more you work hard to achieve something, the higher it gets. The dream car that I was saving money for has literally gone double. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead, I'm going to use my money to buy, to just keep paying bills. And now house rent is double. Like, I am so sick and I'm so tired of this. And I really need the government to intervene because I am so overwhelmed.
Hello everyone, welcome to Gaza Word Day. Let's go to Nigeria. Guys, when I saw this video on Saturday, I was busy cooking. Oh my goodness, I never got so emotional. Well, I'm a cancer. We cry babies. When we see other people hurt, we also hurt. And this beautiful lady, I mean, she just got introduced to adulthood. She moved out of her family home and got herself independence by getting an apartment of her own. And, she thought life, basically the world was her oyster. and she was going to succeed and all of that stuff. Little did she know that the world is not as good as she thought it is, because when you're adult, there are responsibilities that comes with it. So I thought maybe she did her calculations before she went gone independent, because that's what you do. You count the cost and see if I move out of my parents' home where I have security, comfortability, I don't have to pay anything. Any money that I make goes straight into my account and I get to do whatever I want. Okay, so we cannot blame her. And now she comes across the reality that the economy is not doing well in Nigeria. And as a result of that, inflation has ballooned up prices. And in particular, well, you know what many people cry about, which is something very interesting for me as a South African, because I don't know, maybe because we have abundance of eggs and they are quite cheap. I don't know. Because even in America, the biggest fight that Americans have, I know it's many things, but eggs always seem to make it on top of the list. So eggs are costing an arm and a leg. Uber costs the entire human body. So she's like, what are we supposed to do? And so she calls out the government and then calls out her own people, the Nigerian nation, by saying, guys, why are you quiet when the country is going down the drain? Food prices are way too high. And then so she starts off normally. And you could tell that her steam was really getting hot, because she ended up weeping in the beginning. Like, she's calculating and counting things that last week were at a certain price, and then this week they've gone up. And on top of that, she gets told about her rent, that it has doubled. So meaning that she just recently got herself an apartment. And from how I understand West Africa, that in fact, I think most of African countries, they don't pay rent like how we do on a monthly basis. They do it on a year basis. So when the security, whom I think the landlord spoke to and said, listen, the girl that lives up on this number, let her know that she needs to come and pay again the same amount of deposit or rent that she paid for the year 2025. So that also stressed her out. And she was like, listen, what kind of a life am I supposed to lead if this is what is happening to us? She can't even go out with her friends. She can't even take Uber, because Uber is expensive while she's using Naira. So I'm not going to make any calculations for y'all how much that means. I think all you have to do is multiply by 1,000, if I'm not mistaken. Either you divide by 1,000 or you multiply by 1,000, because the rand is higher than the Naira. So anyways, then she really blows up and calls Tinubu, is it Tinubu or Tunubu? I don't know what is, the president of Nigeria. And basically says he's a terrible president. What is he doing about all of these prices? Which I understand as well, because the problem is not with the people. The problem is with the people that are governing the country, and they are watching their own country that they're leading burn. But now, as she was talking, I'm thinking, little girl, feel so bad for you. I am so sorry that you are going. As I'm listening and cooking at the same time, I stopped and I looked at her as she was beginning to lose her mind on her video. And there was something that said to me, I don't think that this video is going to be well accepted by the powers that be, Tinubu, if he gets to see it. Because I think many Nigerians feel exactly like her, but have been afraid to come out and say exactly how she said it. And if you listen to her, which is the saddest part for me, and it got confirmed with her follow-up video, this girl, in Zulu, we say, idela kufa. In English, I think such a person is called a martyr. This girl, basically, she was like, if you unalive me, what remains is I told you what I needed to tell you. Basically, she said what she said. And now she came up with a follow-up video, basically reporting to Nigerians, I guess with the rest of the world.
So guys, yesterday I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI, and for the secretariat, for the NYSC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYSC copper has to fill a file with your phone number and your address. I'm like, these people actually have my house address and they know where I'm staying. And now they have started calling me first to threaten me. It is so bad that you can't even just speak up about the government because they feel like they have chains to hold you. You're already calling me to threaten me. And I will literally attach what she said so you guys can hear. She was telling me that I was insulting the president. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. It is a statement, and I did not go on and start saying, oh, Tinubu, you're this, you're that. I just said he's a terrible president. And it's okay for a body to identify that, okay, this person is actually terrible at their job. So why is it a problem that the NYSC government, NYSC secretariat, or NYSC board will call me to threaten me? Like, why is that okay? That I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me? Why is it okay that they will call me to threaten me under 24 hours that I made a video? Why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us? Let me tell you guys something, NYSC board or whatever. If you guys have come together and maybe you're not calling me one by one to threaten me, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. Because I know that you guys already have plans. The one that this one is calling me, the next person is calling me, that's fine. But now I'm putting it out here so you guys will see and you guys will know. NYSC, they have my house address and they are started calling me to threaten me. So in case anything happens, you will be very much aware where the problem started. Because I did not say anything I shouldn't have said. The Nigerian government are not doing anything about the inflation that is happening. And it's causing us to be very depressed. I am depressed and my bank account is going to zero and I still have to live every day. And I'm asking the Nigerian government to do something about the inflation, and instead of me to get a call and say, okay, we are working on it, I'm getting a call saying that, oh, you're very stupid, why did you do that to Tinubu, take down that video, you did this, you did that. I just want you guys to know that this is what the NYC board are doing, and in case anything happens to me, because they have my address, you guys know who to hold accountable.
I think this is just a video where she says, if anything happens to me, you must just know it's the Tinubu government. Because tell me why the whole government of Nigeria calls a little girl who just found her independence and saying, listen, I am a young person, I am a citizen, and I am saying it's treating me bad as a Nigerian citizen. What do? They call her. They call her. So I'm thinking this is the intelligence of Nigeria, or an entire department that looks for videos like that so they can threaten these people and tell them to take down those videos. I mean, you could even hear the lady who is, you can tell that she didn't want to hear her side of the story whatsoever, and accusing her of saying bad things about the president. Listen, in South Africa, we can call our president any names. We can even call him dumb if we want to. And it's our freedom of expression. It's in our constitution. And Nigerian constitution also enshrined in there freedom of expression, meaning you can express yourself even when the president is doing crap like Tinubu is doing. Now, of course, when you are going to open a social media platform, which many people, by the way, don't think about, is that you cannot open a social media account without including your cell phone number, right? Because your cell phone number needs to be linked with the country's intelligence. And now they are misusing that power by calling a civilian and threaten a civilian on being free to speak and express herself and the things that she's experiencing at the grassroots level. And this is what Nigerians need to take note of. That this government does not want you to hold it accountable. Tinubu's government does not want you guys to hold them accountable. But it's not just Tinubu that does not want you guys to hold them accountable. Your entire parliament, with the exception of Natasha, you know, that senator that was harassed by the Senate president, except for her. You guys need to pay attention. When you go to elections, don't elect these people, because these are the people who probably created a secret bill and it was passed into law that the president of Nigeria should not be criticized by his own citizens. I hope you are paying attention. I hope you are paying attention. And the fact that somebody from government made a whole call should tell you how scared you should be as a citizen of Nigeria, and how you are responsible in changing that yourselves, because the power is in your hand. Do not allow yourselves to be made a fool of when it comes election time. If they are going to bribe you, take the money, but in the ballot paper, you elect somebody else who's going to do the job and capable of reviving the economy of Nigeria. Let me remind you guys, once upon a time, you were the biggest economy on the African continent. Yeah, I'm just reminding you that if it happened before, it can happen again. But it cannot happen when you have politicians like these ones, that when you want to hold them accountable, they use state resources that are paid for by taxpayers to intimidate a civilian. Do you understand the power that you have? Take the money if they want to bribe you, but do not vote for them ever again. Keep them at home. Let them watch from their windows. While capable Nigerians, because they are capable Nigerians. You guys brag about yourselves all the time that you are brilliant, you are intelligent. Now let's see it. Show it to us. Prove it that you guys are there. This is a warning shot. And I'm glad that this girl did what she did. And I am praying for her and her safety and her family's safety, because they might not touch her, but cause her pain by going for somebody that she loves. Because that's how evil doers work. Because it's going to be too obvious if they did something to her. So to cause her pain, they will go to somebody, or they will just blacklist her not to ever get a job in Nigeria. And I also hope that this one is going to be a little bit controversial on my side. I hope some European country sees her and give her asylum. She deserves it. These are the type of people that deserve things like that, because obviously the government has showed its hand. She is in danger. We cannot run away from that. She is in danger for expressing the truth. And the Tinubu government is like, how dare you? She deserves to be protected. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, guys, people in Nigeria, please, you need to stand up. Fight for your justice. Take to the streets. You know, as South Africans, we have a say. You can kill some of us, but not all of us. So you might if you take to the streets, but make sure that those that survive this and change things, they remember you, so that your blood cultivates the economy and revives it to its former glory. Do not be afraid of losing. I don't know how to say this YouTube without flagging it, but you get what I'm trying to say. This girl has shown bravado, and now she might be in danger. That's my worry. But don't let her be the only one, because they can't finish you all. They can't finish you all. Anyways, let me end this video right here, and let me continue praying for her. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. I'm so scared for her. I'm terrified for her. Anyways, she did the right thing. Congratulations to her. Much respect on my side for her. I hope she started a revolution. And then, guys, please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, comment. Say, I can't even talk. Yeah, well, do all the stuff that needs to be done for me. Thank you. Bye.